Scott Mendelson of Forbes magazine did this, and if you've ever seen Scott Mendelson, he was one of those young guys that tried to take over after Roger Ebert died, and he basically was just abusing himself over an inconvenient truth. You know, as one of those guys. He's definitely on the far left, and he wrote this article that says box office Captain Marvel is being set up to fail.
Well,
and
yes, but I don't think for the reasons you think.
Well, yeah, I saw this and I was going to talk about it before, but like I said, it just the freaking hell, I've got ad block on, so why are all of this shit popping up on me? Not exclusive mine, but with enough regular, we won't have to treat these as do or die events every time out. Then stop treating a woman being in a movie like this big fucking thing.
Where you think you're at? Like,
yeah, it's nobody else except for them are treating a movie starring a woman like it's a big event. Everybody else is like, oh, well, yeah, for years there have been movies starring women. Now it just so happens to be that they're superheroes. Why not? Why is this a big deal? It's not a big fucking deal.
My response is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Case closed. Done.
Oh yeah, that wasn't good either.
Like,
it just people making a big fucking deal about the demographic is them. Anyway, I don't want to pick on a single article, but CNBC ran a post yesterday calling Captain Marvel, played by Brie Larson, Marvel's next billion-dollar star. Allow me to nip this in the bud right now. Captain Marvel could be another billion-dollar world grosser. However, that's not remotely a guarantee that this premature juncture, it may not even match domestic $413 million and worldwide $821 of Wonder Woman. Unless Marvel and Walt Disney went uncharacteristically over budget, it won't have to. Should Captain Marvel find itself on the defensive when it only earns about what Ant-Man and the Wasp did, which was $621. And I kind of agree on this one.
Yeah.
I have.
Go ahead. Sorry.
It's just something that they've been doing. Oh my gosh, it's like BVS is considered a failure. It made over $800 million worldwide, but since it didn't make $1 billion, it's considered a financial failure. Justice League, of course, did well, and it was in the top 10 for the year, but because of its budget, it didn't make money. But it was in the top 10 highest grossing films of last year. If they didn't fuck around with it, it would have done better. Or, you know,
I understand the logic of saying certain properties should be an easy billion if it's done right, but my main issue here is trying to say that Captain Marvel can hit $1 billion on her first try. That's just ludicrous to me. My thinking is it'll come somewhere between the first Thor and Ant-Man 1 or 2 is where I'm thinking it'll come. And I would be amazed if it came between Justice League and the first Doctor Strange movie. That's probably the best.
I think they're banking on the whole Black Panther thing. You know, oh, it's the first Marvel black superhero. It's the first black superhero of the world. It's the first time anybody considered ever in their entire lives making a black superhero. This movie is going to make racism go away. This movie, you know, they think they're going to get that because she's a woman, but been there, done that. Don't care.
Wonder Woman beat you to it. Sorry.
If there isn't already an example of that, it's got to be Obama versus Hillary. And did they forget Blade? They forgot everybody. I'm tired of the first thing. Also, Wonder Woman benefited from rave reviews and a narrative of Gal Gadot's female superheroes saving the DCEU after the critically
being good.
It benefited from being a decent film by being a good movie, and nobody talked about it saving the DCU before it was open. If you remember, there was a lot of negative talk before it opened.
Was still skeptical right up until they saw it, and then it was like, holy shit, they actually got one.
And they did the same thing they tried with Aquaman not too long ago, where it's like the first viewings are out and people are saying it's okay. Yeah, because you're not watching a finished print.
Yeah,
you know, scenes are too long.
You do the first viewing so as to go back in and know what to edit and shit.
And they do this with all of them. They hear that people were like, we'll see what's on the final cut. This was okay. You know,
there is at least some logic to go by there, because unless they do like massive overhauls to a movie, you're gonna get at least an impression of what you're gonna get in the final cut. But still, like, making a huge hoopla over, because there are plenty of Marvel movies that don't test well. You just don't hear about them because Marvel is good at PR.
Okay. Now, one thing it does mention is that Wonder Woman opened around King Arthur, Alien Covenant, and Pirates Caribbean 5. And The Mummy, Cars 3, Transformers Last Night. So, yeah, she definitely had some shitty competition. And
but they were all pretty terrible to mediocre movies, so it really
that's
didn't
what I'm
matter.
saying. The movies weren't good, so if people are going to go out to the movies, why do you want to watch Transformers Last Night when you can watch Wonder Woman for a second time? Yeah, I can see that. And it's saying that Captain Marvel will have to contend with the Lego Movie 2, X-Men Dark Phoenix, and it won't. Okay, what is it saying? Captain Marvel will have to contend with potential heavier competition. No, I don't think Lego Movie 2 or X-Men Dark Phoenix will pull a Black Panther and steamroll the competition well into April. Okay. The Brie Larson superhero flicks opens right between DreamWorks Animation's How to Train Your Dragon 3 and Jordan Peele's Us, while having just 3 weeks before Walt Disney's own Tim Burton directed Dumbo movie. That's different demographics.
I'm thinking you're making excuses for the movie here in the event that
besides, you didn't know that The Mummy was going to suck. You didn't know that Alien Covenant was going to suck or Pirates 5 was going to suck. You knew that Transformers Last Night was going to suck, but you know, they're all big. They're all big. Franchises. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it really does sound like he's just making excuses.
You're basically buttressing up the flanks to make sure that in the event that it actually performs like a sensible person is expecting it to perform, then you can go, well, it was just because of the competition, so Captain Marvel can still be the flagship hero of the MCU for the second generation. No, she can't. If anything, Black Panther. If not Black Panther, what you should do, Marvel, is have Doctor Strange take Iron Man's spot and have Black Panther take Cap's spot. And from the sound of it, it sounds like Captain Marvel, unfortunately, is going to be the next generation's Thor. In the sense that it's going to take 2 or 3 movies for them to actually figure out what the fuck they're doing with her. Which is sad, but oh well.
None of your business is saying we can CGI emotion on Bree's face, can't we?
No.
Yeah, that's
triggered.
That's sexist. The internet said that was bad. Joe says, I had a pretty good idea The Mummy was going to suck based on the trailer. In Humans, it's Ms. Marvel's fate. No build-up, little to no fan appeal, a lot of bad press shots. Oh, absolutely. And I think Brie Larson is doing nobody any favors. She is coming off
if this movie was good, then it wouldn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Because just like every other new property, if they manage to push the boundaries like they're supposed to, and the movie is good, then it will make bank, and everyone would be surprised because superhero fatigue remains not a thing. But unfortunately, this movie looks bad to mediocre, and the fact that Marvel wants to make her the flagship character for no reason other than political pandering pisses everybody off and makes us all want to go, okay, we'll see.
Now, here's
Proceeds
something
to make it open like Thor.
Here's something he says that I kind of agree with. Here's another key thing to remember. Wonder Woman didn't succeed on the scale that it did specifically because audiences raced out to support a female-led action movie. It succeeded because people really wanted to see a Wonder Woman movie. I know that was my motivation. If audience supported female-led action movies on principle, then the likes of Tomb Raider, Atomic Blonde, Resident Evil, The Final Chapter, and Ghost in the Shell would have been much bigger grossers, especially in North America. The same thing with Black Panther. Relatively speaking, the success of the MCU epic didn't magically turn John Boyega's Pacific Rim Uprising or even the fantastical A Wrinkle of Time into a hit. By the way, if you watch A Wrinkle in Time, that movie is fun. I didn't think it was horrible. It just
it's bland. It's terribly
it is,
bland.
but it's very weird. It's a very strange film.
Well, it kind of needed to be if you know the sort of material. But regardless, I have a rant that needs to be said about this.
Okay, rant
point
away.
Here. Merit, and quality. You thundering dumbass. Why is it that every single time a movie underperforms, or a movie overperforms, or a movie performs in a way that you're not expecting it to perform, you will look at every single goddamn variable, and I'm talking to all of Hollywood, except the quality of the goddamn movie? Why?
Wait a second, what the hell is this? That's not necessarily criticism. Okay, yes, it is, because you know where I stand on that. No, it's not a criticism to not want to go see a shitty film that stars a woman. Let's see. He says, Wakanda Forever, but please go see Gringo too. No, you know what? That movie, wait for it for Netflix. It wasn't that great. Moreover, Captain Marvel doesn't have the same solo, not a white guy director with a media-friendly story hook that Wonder Woman and Black Panther had. Captain Marvel isn't anywhere near as popular as Wonder Woman or Harley Quinn, especially after that cryptic first trailer. Captain Marvel may be the first MCU movie where, unless the fact that it's a female superhero movie matters, which it should, no, it shouldn't, the primary hook is that it's another MCU movie. The undeniable power of the trailer will stand up, closing montage notwithstanding. That's a different pitch. So he's literally saying it should matter that it's a female superhero movie and you should go out there, forget what it's all about.
Yeah,
which,
no.
like I said, no, that's dumb as fuck.
Yeah,
to the extent that you said something.
Go ahead.
To the extent that general audiences aren't inherently familiar with the Captain Marvel character, there's a huge difference between it's a Wonder Woman movie and it's an MCU movie where the superhero happens to be a woman this time. Even if Black Panther was a cult character, at least among white folks. Oh, fuck you. Who do you think made it fucking popular? God damn it. Nobody fucking cares, you jackass. God damn it. Fuck off. This guy is, I told you, this guy is so far to the fucking left. He's jacking off to an inconvenient truth.
Also,
I saw his review. I didn't see his hands.
Secondary rant about this. Marvel has well established that the popularity of the character is not necessarily proportional to the quality of the actual character. One of the things that the MCU is spectacular at doing is giving every character an equal shake. So don't come at me with this, well, Captain Marvel could never be popular because she's just not a popular character and will never inherently be qualitative in any way. Bullshit. If a character is good and they are given their fair shake, the MCU have proven that they will find their audience. So don't use that as an excuse. Stupid fuck.
So he says it's an MCU movie where the superhero happens to be a woman, even if Black Panther was a cult character, at least among white folks, which is bullshit. God, you know, half the people that said they were a Black Panther fan never heard of fucking Black Panther before the movie came out. He's an easy sell. What if James Bond was a king of a scientifically enhanced African nation? The movie was also able to sell itself as from the director of Fruitvale Station and Creed. Yeah, because everybody knows about Fruitvale. Everybody around the fucking world saw Fruitvale Station, which is an easier pitch than from the directors of Half Nelson, Sugar, and Mississippi Grind. None of this means that Captain Marvel is doomed. Here's another MCU movie with a lousy first trailer. Marvel is a trusted brand. The mere pitch of a, hey, it's a Marvel movie with a lady in the lead role this time should be enough to score pretty huge on International Women's Day, presuming the movie is decent. Fun fact, Sugar is an underseen... It's okay. It's not a masterpiece of any stretch of the imagination. You
But
fucking
the
douche.
directors are good, which is why I'm not particularly worried about the direction of Captain Marvel, at least.
Or at least offers a crowd-pleasing Captain Marvel. The only thing that would go wrong is if folks start crowing about superhero fatigue or, uh-oh, Wonder Woman was a fluke, if Captain Marvel only earns $550 million to $650 worldwide. The future of the comic book movie may be female because that is the next stage of evolution for the superhero movie. Film noir, pulp adventure, a modern day superhero in present tense adventures in connect with blah, 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 blah. Okay. Wonder Woman was a massive hit because it was well reviewed and well received. Wonder Woman movie that tapped into the cultural zeitgeist. Ditto Black Panther. Okay. Yeah. So this guy's pissed me off enough.
Yeah.
And he goes on. He's already said his piece and he goes on about it. So
the blind ignorance of merit and quality just irk me to no end. Just I don't know how these people's brains can function without any conception of value as a substance. God damn it.
Yeah, it's god damn it, that guy pissed me off. I knew it would too. Let's see. I think more than anything that's working against this is Brie Larson. Brie Larson in her Twitter thing where she's like, "Oh, fuck this guy for giving me his number when I smiled at him."
Yeah.
Why don't you just say no, thank you, I have a boyfriend, or no, thank you, I'm busy, I'm not looking for a romance. You're very cute, but no, thank you. Oh, women are raped every day by this guy giving me a phone number. Go
And even Brie couldn't ruin this if they didn't steer so far into the feminist pandering. Which Wonder Woman, thankfully, never did.
A strong woman doesn't have to stand up and yell she's strong.
No.
Same thing with a strong man. Strong people do not stand up and go, I'm strong, damn it. They just are. Let's see. Remember, Captain Marvel is the first superhero movie with a woman in the lead. That was Eric Breen. People actively dislike her, says none your business.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch Captain Marvel, Ms. Marvel in a porn parody, says Cleveland Brown. Alexis is saying for the movie to succeed, they need to write a blockbuster Captain Marvel comic.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't expect that to happen. I love the original Captain Marvel, says Pop Star Princess. Shazam! Yes.
Agreed. Which of the two Captain Marvel related movies that are coming out in 2019, I'm clumping with a plum for the one that's starring Zachary Levi.
Yeah, hopefully that's good. I so want that movie to be good. Diego is saying, anyone still remember or still wonder what's happened to the leader? Yes, and I'm still waiting for that Hulk sequel.
Yeah, the
What's up, Man of Action?
Plot thread just sort of left.
None your business. Does she think if she smiles in the movie, her phone will explode? That might be the problem. Macney90 is asking, the only other movie I saw Brie Larson in was her portrayal of Envy Adams in Scott Pilgrim, which was spot on. I remember seeing not The Room, but Room, and I thought that kid was good, and she was in it as well. And she did that Shootout movie, which I thought was good, but not because of her, because it was Arnie Hammer was in it as well, and it was a fun film. It's just a fun movie.
See, this is one of the problems I'm having with this, and I could be entirely wrong about this, so if I'm wrong, feel free to say so. But it seems to me like she also has kind of bought her own press because she's been in all this Oscar bait shit, and now she thinks she's too good for the material, or the material isn't worth her time, so she's going on autopilot.
You know, actually, I forgot she was in Kong Skull Island, and I like King Kong, and I totally forgot she was in that. I mean, I remember Loki was in it, and, you know, but yeah, her problem is that Captain Marvel is a third string hero, if that. She was never anyone special. Yeah, no matter how much Marvel wants her to be the biggest thing since sliced bread, nobody gives a fuck about her. Seriously. Well, what do you think about all of this, ladies and gentlemen? Do you actually think that Captain Marvel is being set up to fail? Not just, you know, I'm going to go one step further. I'm going to say not just by the people who expect it to be the $1 billion, and it really does feel like this guy's making excuses for him. Fucker's out of his mind. Anyway, also, are you to the point where you don't like the character so much now that you don't want the movie to succeed? And if so, does that mean you don't want it to be good? I mean, everybody who wants to go see a movie, you would think they would want it to be good, but what do you think? Is the animosity towards the character already ruined the movie for you? Is this a case where you'll never like it? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you don't mind, don't forget to click like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you haven't done it already, go on over to Patreon, drop $1 in the till. Helps keep making videos for you. Thank everybody who's already done that, and to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching.